Hi, I'm Vivian the Knitter.
And I'm Emily the Other Knitter, and this is the Keep Calm and Carry On podcast.
Thank you so much for joining us for episode 135 of Keep Calm and Carry On. This is a knitting and crocheting podcast brought to you by me, Vivian, and my daughter Emily today.
Not Alyson.
Surprise!
Hi.
I'm not going to ask you how you've been because I've been here
For a few days.
Well,
so you're going to explain why I'm here?
Yes. Say hello to Emily. She has been promoted to co-host, from
Yay.
Guest to co-host. So we'll try and do. I'll be in every episode, right. And then we'll have Emily
switch
do
out
the episodes that Alyson can't do because she's just too busy with Mort and all the other things that she can't say no to.
Busy working woman.
Not that you're not busy.
Yeah. But I just have no life. I don't know.
No, but you have an 8-month-old.
Yeah, well, I got to do things to keep me sane. Can't just be mommy all the time.
Yeah, so we'll have to squeeze our recording sessions for when dad's home or when baby's napping.
Right. Yes.
And my glasses are fogging up because I'm getting hot. Because this is take 2.
Well, you're getting hot because we are in Florida.
Yes, we're in Florida and it's 92 degrees.
It's very hot.
Yeah.
It was even hotter yesterday. It's not even summer yet.
No.
It's very hot.
I was in Scotland just a week ago. Literally, I left Scotland a week ago and now I'm here. So, yeah, I'm not doing a very good job acclimatizing to this weather.
Change.
It's a big giant change. So let's go right into our whips, and I'm gonna do my yell first because the archive cal is still going on. That's running until the end of the month, May 31st. So make sure you post your projects, whether or not you finish them. We don't care because we're just very super casual about that. And if you post it on Ravelry, hashtag archive cal, that's KCAL 2024, or you can post it on the archive cal feed in our Ravelry page.
Or Instagram. Did you say Instagram?
I did say Instagram.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So those are the two different places that you can post. So onto my whip. This is my Yell cardigan by Marie Wallin. And I did mention last time that I reworked the second chart. Sorry. The chart, because I was having a hard time reading the chart that was just X's and blanks. Mm-hmm. And so I made a new chart for the upper body, which is just 2 colors. I'm using a navy and light gray, and it's definitely made a difference. I'm going faster, but though the jacquard ladder back thingies that I'm doing the back is still slowing me down a bit. So, but I think it looks good. The bottom part there's more colors. There's bands of patterning, color work patterning with different colors. I've got yellow and blue and green and purple, and also the gray and the purple, the gray and the navy.
Navy, yeah. And
so the gray and the navy will go all the way up to the shoulder, until I pick up for the sleeves. So that's that. I haven't really gotten that much done because I've been too busy holding the baby.
Holding the baby, looking at the baby, playing with the baby,
bathing the baby. And my second whip is I started another Claigan cowl.
Take two.
This is by Claudia Dingle, and it's crocheted. So I'm the crocheter in this episode. It's in issue 2 of Moritz, and I started this in Edinburgh. Not this one. I started the first one in Edinburgh with the Berlin Company yarn, which is beautiful yarn, except it was a little bit too scratchy for me to wear as a cowl. So this yarn I picked it's discontinued. It's really old. It's just something I've had in my stash for a long time. But it's alpaca and silk, so it's really, really, really soft. And The stitch definition isn't great because it's kind of fuzzy, but I think it looks fine.
Yeah, I think it's still...
I'm really getting the hang of it, and it's a lot easier to pick this up with the baby crawling around than my yellow cardigan because...
A lot less complicated.
Yeah, I don't have to actually... The chart repeat is only 10 stitches, so you're only remembering 10 stitches worth of patterning.
2, right?
Yeah, so...
Big difference.
So yeah, I've started this, I think, the day before I left Michigan, and I worked on it on the airplane. So yeah.
Very pretty.
Yes, I think
beautiful
it's
berry
going well.
color.
Yeah. What do you have for whips, Emily?
I have the same blouse that I was working on when I was a guest the last time. And I've gotten almost the whole front done. It's kind of hard to show, kind of curling up, but this is the tuck-in blouse from a 1952 issue of a Patons and Baldwin's pamphlet.
So
Random pattern.
So it's a tuck-in blouse because even though it's a button-down shirt, it's actually connected to the bottom. So when you tuck it in, there won't be as much bulk.
Right. But you can still button it up. So it buttons up and it will have a collar and short sleeves.
Oh, what kind of collar will it have?
I don't know, just like a collar, like a
fold down collar.
Yeah,
collar.
I don't know. Is there a name for that kind of collar? Just like a regular collar?
I don't know. It's
like the button down shirt type of collar. But it's got a bit of lace and bobbles going up the sides.
And some slip stitches. It's got some columns of slip stitches for some texture.
Yeah, but this is it's been a very long process.
Well, you do have an almost 9-month-old.
Yes, and this has taken me almost 9 months to get to this point because I started it right after he was born.
Yeah.
It's a little bit tedious.
I was telling her that she should knit something for the baby, and she's like, no.
I am very selfish knitter. I just like knitting things for myself. And I'm trying to this year not to buy too much new yarn. I use what I have in my stash, which is not very big, but my pockets are not very big either, so
you can always shop in my stash. Of course, I don't have as much neutral colors.
Yes, I do have some plans for the baby, but it's not in the mood right now.
Well, you live in Florida, so he can't wear like big sweaters.
Mostly just like little summery things like romper. But anyways, it's coming along. It's finally almost done with the front, and then maybe I'll go a little faster once I start doing like the back and the sleeves because it'll be something new.
Plain.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot less going on. So
because I can't imagine you would want to put bobbles in the back.
No, I don't think I would, even if it had it in the pattern, because that would be a bit odd. Yeah,
it would be uncomfortable, like if you're sitting up leaning up against a chair or something.
Yeah, but I haven't looked at the pattern, so I don't know. Or I have, but it's been a while. It's been 9 months probably since I read it.
She's just a baby podcaster.
Yeah. But yeah, it's last time I talked about it, I mentioned how the pattern is like a riddle.
Was that when we were here?
Yeah, it was all three of us were here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a bit like a riddle, just because it's a vintage pattern, and so the second side it's like basically you're on your own for the second side. Just copy the other side, but there are no buttonholes and
no frame of reference.
So so it's been a little bit of a challenge, but it's been a good challenge.
Okay, well, you certainly like a challenge. I mean, you bit that off.
Yeah. And then I just have my first pair of socks, which is the pattern is just free pattern, Hermione's Everyday Socks, Erica something.
Right?
No, Erica Luder.
That pattern's been around for a long time.
Yeah, well, so I'm just using an ivory cotton nylon
since 2009
from Knit Picks, I think.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of it's boring, like most of the yarn that I choose. So I wanted something with a little bit of texture or something. And so that's why I picked this pattern, because it's just got a little bit of texture with some pearls dotted on it.
Yeah, it's too big.
But yeah, it came out really big. Even though I'm using size 0 needles, which I didn't like do a swatch or anything, but the pattern...
This is your swatch.
Yes, this is my swatch. Pattern called for size 1 needles, and I'm using 0s, and it's still very large, and I'm not that large, so...
No, but you can have like over the knee socks.
I could make them into leg warmers.
Yeah, because she's a dancer. Yeah, you could do that. Not that you would need that here.
No, I'm gonna rip it out. I'm definitely gonna frog it and start over again. But you know, it's start first pair of socks, so
yeah, not too bad. Just maybe tighten up your gauge.
Yeah,
and maybe take out some stitches. How many stitches is it?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't remember?
I think I remember something like that.
Yeah, baby podcast.
Mom brain. I don't remember.
Well, maybe take out some, because when I do a standard sock, it's for like our feet. I do on 0 needles, and I do 64 stitches around.
I feel like it was like.
But then because you're really 80 something.
Or maybe it's just my stupid mom brain. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
It's too many. It doesn't matter. It's too many. I gotta fix it. So
okay, I'm gonna look real quick. It is 64 stitches.
Oh,
you just have really loose gauge.
Yeah, I guess I mean, I definitely loosened a lot in the last.
Well, also
couple years.
this isn't like this is well, I guess it is fingering weight. So I guess it like a heavy fingering? No, it's feels like a fingering weight.
Yeah, I mean it's also it's supposed to be sock yarn. So
well, there's even with sock yarn you can have some yarn that are thicker and thinner than others. Okay. Time for our BuzzFeed quiz. Okay, this one I picked.
Oh, and it's called I can analyze which month you were born in based on the beach trip you plan.
That's a mouthful. What'd you get?
Why are the titles always like?
I don't know. It's supposed to be clickbaity, as Alyson
Yeah,
says.
I think that's definitely the reason. I got January or February, which is a month off.
Yeah,
March.
I'm gonna read it out.
And it says, not much. You're a winter baby who loves a good adrenaline rush.
Okay, I got March or April. You're a spring baby who is super friendly.
You're friendly.
I am friendly.
That's accurate, even though your birthday is not March or April.
No, I'm a summer baby. And this is actually...
I'm March, yeah. So am I super friendly?
Yeah, you're super friendly. But do you like a good adrenaline rush?
Probably if I were to, like in our family.
Yeah, the most.
I'd probably be the most out of everyone in our family.
Okay.
Not that I'm like an adrenaline junkie or anything, but a little, I'll take a little bit of an adrenaline rush.
Okay, the first question is pick a beach. What'd you pick?
I picked the one in Thailand.
I don't know.
Rayleigh. That I'm sure that's probably wrong, but
yeah. I picked. That does look like a nice beach. I picked Bondi Beach, Australia. That looked like a nice. I mean, it probably isn't. There doesn't look like there's too many people there, but it's probably super crowded.
Well, all these beaches, or everyone except for Australia, there's like hills and cliffs.
Yeah,
and mountains,
I like a nice flat beach.
Well, I was just gonna say because in Florida everything is so flat and it bums me out a little bit. So I had to pick the one that had like the highest elevation.
Pick a water activity. We picked the same thing. Kayaking. Lunch.
I picked sushi.
So did I.
For a drink, I picked juice. You picked a cocktail?
I picked cocktails.
Surprised.
We don't have to go through all of them.
Yeah.
The last one. Pick one last activity.
I picked paddleboarding.
Oh.
Which I guess is why I
You're
got
adventurous.
Yeah.
I picked bonfire.
Well, I do love paddleboarding, and the one time, only time you've gone paddleboarding was here in Florida, and you fell in the water
because I got distracted by a bird. The bird, what was it? Was it a duck?
No, I think it was a fish that jumped out of the water or something.
Oh, it was a fish? I can't remember, but I went, oh look, and then I
turned around
and look at whatever it was and
fell.
But I saved my sunglasses and my visor.
Yeah, and your paddle. That's the most important thing because paddles sink.
So yeah, I did pretty well. Okay, that's our BuzzFeed quiz. Yeah, I do not have any FOs.
At least I have one.
Yay!
Which I guess because this is my first episode as a co-host, I could have any number of FOs because no one's seen any of my FOs. But I did recently finish. This is I don't know how to say it. It's like I tried to look up the pronunciation and I only found one thing. I don't even know if it was right. It's Korshavn, Korshavn, Koshhavn by Tojne, Horne, something, who I think is Danish.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know.
I have no idea how to pronounce it.
I'll definitely put them in.
But it is a basket weave cardigan. It has holes.
Oh, so did you have
between
did you have to bind off and cast on before the holes?
No, we just yarn over.
Yarn over. Okay.
Yeah.
Not yarn over. Yarn knit together.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so the holes are like in the corners of the
basket weave.
Yeah, so that it makes it look like it's like actually woven.
Yeah.
Which when I showed this to you the first time,
you
thought it was actually woven. Yeah. So.
But then I said, "Oh, what a pain in the butt."
But yeah, it's come out pretty nice. I think I just used some Knit Picks yarn, that alpaca cloud.
Oh, nice.
It came out a little big.
That's great, just like your shirt.
Like my shirt.
Your shirt is gray too, gray and white.
Oh, it's gray. I think it's great.
It's gray.
It's gray. Yeah, it's a gray.
Like
yeah. Which I had this yarn I bought it for something else, and I have no idea what it was, and then it just was sitting around, and then I was like, I'll use it for something, and I'll use it for this cardigan. But then I bought the pattern, and then I never made it until like at least a year or two later, and then I started making it, and I realized, I was like, do I even have enough yarn for this?
Well, obviously you did.
Which I did. I had like 14 grams left.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
You were playing yarn.
So, yeah.
So, did you is it in pieces or is it all in one piece?
No, it's all in one piece.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Or I don't know. Do you count that as one piece?
Did you have
Well, I didn't. It wasn't seamed. I just picked up the stitches.
Yeah. No, that's there's no seaming. Yeah.
Okay. So sure, one piece.
Did you do what's it called? Oh no, this was a sewn bind off.
Yeah, the Italian bind off, which is the first time I've ever done it.
Yeah, Alyson did that for her. Sorry.
Yes, I know. So it was nice to do something new, even though the rest of it was pretty simple.
Oh, yeah. Looks really good on you.
Yeah, I need to get better at choosing the right size though, because I think I could have done the smallest size. It's just like I think I almost always choose the second smallest because maybe I think I'm bigger than I am.
Well, I mean, did it have a lot of positive ease? Did it say?
Yes, but I still try to I don't know. But it's not so. It's just that like maybe because my shoulders are narrow on the narrow side, so like the neck hole is a little bit right because it's got the long V neck. So
yeah,
I'm easy
still having trouble picking the right size because the folklore sweater that I made for myself is definitely a lot bigger than I had anticipated. Yeah, well done. It looks really good. Thanks. I don't know. I think maybe I dressed my children in too many colors when they were growing up because both Alyson and Emily just like neutrals.
I don't only like neutrals. You
prefer neutrals. You wear a lot of neutrals.
I have colors that I like. They're just very specific colors.
And muted.
Sure, whatever. Yeah, it's a nice pattern. I really like the texture. It's just the pattern is a little simple. Like it doesn't very like there's not a lot of instructions. Like some of it you have to kind of like figure out yourself. But other than that, it's nice.
When are you ever gonna wear it? It's too hot here.
Well, because of the holes, it does make it so it's a little cooler. And I get really cold inside because it's Florida and everybody blasts the AC. So as soon as I'm inside somewhere, a lot of times I'm like freezing. So
that's true.
And then I'll wear it when I come and visit you.
Okay, she's gonna visit me. Actually, she's gonna come visit me next month. Maybe so. We might have another together episode.
Yeah.
So it'll be a while before she has to do it on her own
solo. So my other FO is not a knitting project, but a sewing project, and it's called the 1 hour dress, which is an original 1920s pattern for making a dress very fast and with very few pieces of fabric and very little fabric. Well, it's based off of that pattern because there were also magazines that printed instructions on how to make your own 1 hour dress just off of measurements. And it's only 2 pieces, and it's like a giant capital I where you have like, does that make sense? Like almost like 3 sized rectangles all together, but it's one piece.
Because if you want like this and then come back out.
Yeah, yeah. So the top line of the I would be the top and the sleeves. And then the middle, like the vertical line of the I would be the body, and then the bottom horizontal line is the skirt, and then you take the excess on the sides and you either pleat or gather it down. So
yeah, that's really cute.
Yeah, it was a very quick, easy project. Just from some Joann's fabric. It's like an iridescent green olive color.
Yeah. I think the buttons really
yes, I think the buttons really help to elevate it. So at the top of the shoulder, instead of seaming it together, I just how would you describe it? I just put a couple of buttons. They're like
on each side, 3 buttons on each side.
Yeah, to attach it.
Yeah, you didn't sew it shut. You sewed it together where the buttons are. So the buttons aren't actually.
They're just decorative.
Yeah,
but yeah. So then you have like a little bit of skin showing on the top. But yeah, so this was for a 20s themed event that my husband and I attended while
I was babysitting.
She babysat. But yeah, I felt very cute.
Yeah, you looked adorable.
I
might
fabric
post
really
a picture
helped.
of you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, with all the accessories, I think it really helped because, I mean, it's so simple, this dress. And
yeah, well, I mean, the hardest part would have been the gathers or the pleats. That would have been the hardest part. But yeah, look at that. Well, the fabric's heavier than I thought.
Yeah, the fabric I think really helps makes it feel more
it's so sparkly.
Yeah, very.
This is
nice.
This is like the same color that Kate Blanchett wore in this Cinderella for the ball. I think she wore it for the ball.
I guess for the ball, yeah.
Yeah, it's like when she showed me the fabric, I was like, oh, that's the same exact color. And then we
the evil stepmother dress.
Yeah, it's like that acid green color.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I think you look good.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks.
Very talented.
Thank you. I wonder where I get it from.
Well, I think you guys have surpassed me in your crafts and stuff. Not your
not knitting. Yes, obviously not knitting. Yeah. Just well, maybe sewing. Okay, so
yeah, because you like to make like cosplay stuff. Not cosplay.
Yes, costuming and
Renaissance stuff. That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Well, that's all we have for you, especially since I'm on vacation
and you don't have all your stuff.
I don't have all my stuff.
Yeah.
She's just a baby podcaster.
Sorry. Hopefully I'm doing okay.
You have to apologize. So I think we're just gonna keep it short and end it here. So I get to do the spiel. You can find us. What does Alyson say? She didn't write it down for me. Did she write it down? No, she didn't. You can find the show notes on kcacy.wordpress.com. You can find
kcacypodcast.wordpress.com.
Thank you. And then you can find our Instagram, which is KCACY Podcast. You can find us on Ravelry. Just search for Keep Calm and Carry On Podcast. You can also buy us a coffee if you so feel like to. It's ko-fi.com/KCACY Podcast. My personal Instagram is upstate_Viv. Emily's is
Emmerdale Crafts.
EMMERDALE Crafts. And Alyson's is Alyson here. ALYSON.
Do you remember how to spell your daughter's name?
Yes, I'm trying to remember. And we'd appreciate if you give us a 5-star rating on iTunes. That helps other people find us. I think that's it.
Is that all the spiel?
No, that's not all. It's probably an abbreviated version of this spiel, but that's all I can remember off the top of my head because she didn't write anything down. So, thank you for listening.
And remember to keep calm and carry on.
Bye.